Hi, welcome to Sunshine's Secret of OC. I'm your host, Lisa Husher. Today we're going to tap into the messages and the divine energies that move us, make us laugh, make us cry. So sit back and relax, and let's see what divine messages come through today. Today I have my beautiful friend and guest, Keyla Wood, international actress, producer, director, dancer. You have a media company, jack of all trades, right? Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I'm very happy to be here. I'm so excited since we had it in the universe, the idea to get together. So finally,
Yes, I
I'm
know,
here.
finally. And I'm sorry if I'm seem a little off right now because as I was doing the intro, I had some energies come and join us. And so it threw me off. And so I was, and I don't know if you're open to that or not, but.
No problem. Totally open.
Yeah. And I was adding in their dancer. Like, do you dance or am I just.
I do dance, but I don't do that professionally. I just do it complimentary. If once I need to act and dance, I can dance.
Do you have anybody in your family that danced?
Nope, not professionally, no.
Okay, because I'm getting pictures of samba, or is that samba? Is that what it like Latin dancing? So maybe in your next film.
Maybe in the next project or something, or maybe it's a sign that I need to get better on that.
No, I don't think so. I think might be something coming up for you.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun for us to watch because that was like distracting.
I would love to because I train to be not a professional dancer, but as professionally I train dancing all the time that I was training to be an actress, but just with the idea just to also use it for performing, but not like to become a dancer, but it's very interesting.
But you have that theatrical background, right?
Oh, yeah,
so you
100%.
just did a play.
Yes.
Tell us about the play that was in Mexico City?
That was in Mexico City. It was, well, as you said, that is my background, my main background, how I started as an actress, and also very academic background. So a lot of reading and writing, it's like the base of the dramatic arts and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I was producing a play of theater, and for some events and circumstances, I was just the producer, but then I had to be part of the, to take the role of the play. And we did a premiere that was very exciting because it was a worldwide premiere, like a lot of people from Mexico, but also people from other countries flew to watch this premiere. It was very interesting. So we had at the same time like a translator, and we have the play in Spanish, and a lot of people that were speaking English native, they were like listening to the play simultaneously. So it was very interesting because when you're in theater, you work so much with energy while you are performing.
Yeah, because you're not just the people that are in the audience, but then the people that you're working with.
Yes. Yeah, you have to connect in a way with the audience and with the people that you have in your team, your colleagues, the other actors. It's really interesting. So for me, it was like, I wasn't expecting it to do it like that, how it was, but, we said everything happens for a reason, and I think it was a reason that it came out that way.
Yeah, no, and I think that you also have, and I don't know all your accolades because you've done so many things, but that, and like in my intro, I was like, oh my God, it was just like coming to me, all these things that, have you done actual like directing? Because I could see that you would be a really good director because you have a keen eye for people, their energy, but also like location and angles and like all sorts of things. Do you do that, or have you done that before?
I have done it, and it's something that I love. As you said, it explodes my creative side, like it's very analytic. So I love to direct, but what I have done closer to direction, because I have done a little bit of all that, but not like full time. But what it comes closer to me artistically is acting coach. because I've done that with several colleagues, you know, and with opera singers.
So yeah, you were
Yeah.
were you an opera? How long were you an opera singer for? Or did you study opera?
I
Or?
was never, but let me tell you, when I was born, I wanted to be an opera
Okay,
singer.
because where did that come from? Like,
I don't know, probably from a past life, but
Yeah.
but I wanted to be an opera singer. I just couldn't sing.
well, that's a problem.
Exactly. So I became an actress, you know, and then, you know, life took me to different ways. And at some point, I was directing opera singers.
Okay, that's what that
I
is.
was coaching them in
interesting.
acting, you know, like for stage presence, movement, you know, because when you are an opera singer, is like, you know, professionally, and you're training for that, or you're in your career in that point, you are so committed with the music, with the notes, with the air, with the techniques of singing, but not of acting, you know. That's another skill that comes with them later on the career, or probably after they feel more secure in singing, you know. So that's what I was doing for a couple of years when I was still living in Mexico for one of them. I mean, the main house of arts in Mexico, Bellas Artes, and I love it. It was like a dream come true for me, you know, to be very, very close of the opera. Me not being the singer, but being there, you know, in the performance and in the passion of the singing.
And I'm getting a picture again of you with the as a dancer. So it could be a role that's going to be coming up for you
Okay.
as a dancer. Because in red, isn't it? I don't know what samba. What is samba, anyways?
Samba is from Brazil.
Okay, so yeah, but in like, is it red or is that a different? I'll have to. I don't know. I can't. I'm getting them confused. But where they wear red, is red's a we'll have to look it up. But
Yeah,
I
we'll
see
have
you
to.
in red. Maybe it's like a flamingo or something like that. There's
Okay.
like a flamingo or something. If there's red
Oh,
and you're
yes,
dancing,
flamenco, yes.
and I'm calling it
Yes,
samba,
yes,
but I
yes.
don't know because I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
There's a
Yes.
lot of with the skirt and the movement and this kind of action, but maybe there's that'll be interesting to see, and then maybe you will be taking some more dance lessons.
I would love to. I
to
would
do
love
this.
to. Yes, I would
so
love to.
because it's clear as day. So yeah, I can. It's distracting me from looking at you because I keep seeing you doing the dancing. I wonder who your co-star is going to be. I don't know.
I wonder. Me too. Because
Some
you know,
hot
I've never
hot Latin
been.
man.
But it's just interesting because I have never performed a dancer. You know, but it would be interesting. I would love to.
But you've done everything else, so I think it would be like you naturally move in, like the way you carry yourself. You could naturally kind of move into that role. But we'll have to. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll remember this conversation.
We'll remember this conversation and we'll bring it back to
Yes.
the moment.
That for sure, for
Yes.
sure. So you have. So what are some of the upcoming projects that you have that you would like to share with us? I know you do. You're back and forth to Mexico. You just got back from Mexico.
Yes, well, there's a lot of things that are coming, you know, like every day you have like a new expectation, but as well you have reality that comes with new projects or new ideas. It seems like it was really, really well, the play of theater. A lot of people were moved and touched by the message.
Can we see that here?
I think I was about to tell you, I think
Okay,
it's going to
so-
happen
okay,
here.
I'm like-
I think it's going to happen here. It's very interesting because it's a project that happened as a happy coincidence of many other things. But I think we're going to have some shows here, some presentations. So that would be like the next upcoming.
So are
thing.
you working on getting that?
Yes,
kinda-
like live acting, you know. And then I'm working on a movie that I'm still like filming. So I hope before the end of the year we'll have that movie. And I'm constantly with projects with friends, you know, like other movie that I'm planning to do in Mexico as well. Some other stuff that I like to produce because sometimes I don't have the time to be everywhere. But I love to produce things and also help my media company. You know, I can develop other projects. So I love to be like in that position, you know.
Yeah, you do lots of different things.
Yes.
So with your media company, what kinds of things do you do with your clients? What kinds of clients do you have?
Well, these
Actors and actresses, or
yeah, I have people in entertainment, actors, actresses, people in sports, people that have different kind of talents, you know, like writers,
okay,
you know, architects, doctors, dentists, all that. But my company is based in the function of the public image. So it's a 360 boutique company that tailors for each client its own goals based on the goals, the personal goals, how to create a strategy that embrace the whole thing of what the client is looking for, wants to become, or what it already is. Because sometimes when we are in public eye, it's so hard to see certain aspects of ourselves that we cannot see.
yes,
You know?
that is such a good,
Yeah.
and that's hard for it. I feel like a lot of the times you only see one part of that person.
Yes,
You only
yes.
see, you don't see all the facets of them, and that's one of the reasons why with me doing the intuition stuff, when I'm bringing actors and actresses on and different people in the entertainment industry, my goal is to really show a different side of them.
Totally. Yes, exactly.
Show a deeper connection of who they really are, and not just
Totally.
like what the pretty picture shows.
Yes, yes, that's one of the main elements when you are public. And also for the client, it's very hard to see the other aspects. Because, you might perceive like, oh, I'm so funny and charming.
I am so funny and charming. Do go on.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not talking about you. I was saying in general.
I
in
know.
general. But sometimes sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes, yeah, it's funny and charming, but publicly that comes across like a little bit arrogant. You know what I mean? So there's aspects that people always have to, analyze about if those act accordingly in your benefit to your goals. So that's my specialty, and that's
So
what
do
I
you
do.
coach people then?
I do the 360.
Don't be funny because you look very arrogant when you do that.
Yeah, sometimes you have
Don't
to say.
smile like that because you look very cheesy like that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to say things like that, or don't say that. That's so inappropriate.
Yeah.
You can say that when you're with me in lunch, right? But
Right.
not when you are being interviewed on the news
yeah.
channel. It's
Yeah.
like, but because clients sometimes, they don't know they are starting in the public life. So it's like a little bit, should I? Or sometimes it's not even in the filter, people just say things.
Yeah, I have that problem.
It's a good problem though, because you live
But
and
I
learn.
don't say mean things.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's
Or
more-
rude things, or
Right.
inappropriate things, hopefully.
Yeah. It's just that now we are more aware of the impact and the force that has anything that you say, anything that you do.
Oh, can and will be held against you in a court of law, right? It's like
Yes.
people just judge automatically.
Yeah, 100%.
Gotta be careful.
Yes. And especially if you are attaching yourself as a brand or as a product, it involves a lot. But it's just something that with time, I think, because, our generation has evolved more like, we used to see before some, I don't know, 30 years ago, whatever, public figures, then they become normal. And now it's totally the opposite. Now normal people are public.
Yeah.
So it's like a shock for our brains, like you don't know how to behave sometimes or how
Right.
to go to goals. And so basically from that angle is what I do, my creative work.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today's episode was brought to you by Bell Boutique in Orange County.
In the company.
Yeah, that's great to learn because I wanted to understand a little bit more about what you do. But I want to just change the subject a little bit because so I'm like seeing a couple men behind you. And I'm hearing somebody tell me 3 brothers. So I don't know if that means like uncles, like dad had a couple brothers, or grandfather. There's 3 men. So we'll have to. Does that ring a bell at all?
My father had many brothers.
Okay, so
They were from a very big family.
That's because I'm seeing a bunch of men together. But so more than 3 brothers?
Yeah, more than 3 brothers. He had
Okay.
a lot of brothers, my father.
Do you know, do you know how many brothers or?
Not exactly.
Okay, so maybe there's just 3 out of the big group standing there because I'm seeing, I'm hearing 3 brothers.
Okay.
So would there be 3, because is your father still alive?
No, my father passed away.
Okay. So recently?
No, like around 13, 12 years ago.
Okay. And so he would be with like, I guess a few of his brothers that passed away as well.
Yes.
That might
Some
be
of his brothers passed away.
older than him.
Yes.
So it's interesting because it's like a band of 3 brothers, like 3 brothers. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but what that tells me is that you have that masculine support behind you, so which is strength. So it's like a support system behind you, which is interesting to have 3 men behind you, because usually like when I connect with somebody and somebody's passed away and it's usually there's a grandmother or a grandfather or a friend, but you've got 3 strong men. So that's interesting to me. I wonder why. Do you feel like you are, do you feel guided?
I feel guided by God, like, and of course, I try to take smart decisions, but
Of course.
we all are learning.
Yeah.
But
Do you ever feel like somebody's not pushing you, but like whispering, "No, go ahead, take that, do that"?
Definitely I feel like I'm always with the wisdom that I experienced from my father when he was alive.
Okay.
Always.
Okay, so that's probably what that is then.
Yes.
That's a continuation of that, but it's also that line, his family. You know what I mean? It's the more support. It's everybody supporting you, but primarily males for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I think it could be that you are in an industry where you have to be strong. Feminine, of course, but you have to have boundaries, and you're a very smart business person also, and you have to navigate all that. And so I think that having some strong, I don't know, your dad or the brother did some kind of business. I think it was there's an older than your dad. So it could be either grandfather or older brother that had his own business.
Yes, his older brother has his own business.
Okay, so that would be the older brother. Then what kind of business did he have?
He had actually a similar business than my business.
Okay.
But not the same,
I know, but
but like, back in the day.
It's never the same.
Yes.
It's the experience
Yes.
that he had. He has some wisdom, knowledge that he guides you and helps you in your business because it's similar, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So it's like a creative.
In communication. They had a business in communication.
Yeah. So that's
back in the 80s, that was like the thing,
So you have that support from him.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So if you ever feel that, that's also, I mean, your dad is there too, but I feel like he is a main whisperer.
Okay.
Like whisper, go ahead, take it. Go ahead, try it. Go ahead, like a little bit of a risk taker. Go ahead, just do it.
Yeah. He was a big risk taker, I guess.
Okay,
yes,
yeah. So he's the one that kind of is in your ear a little bit. When you're like, I don't know if I should, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to do that. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and you'll learn it. You'll try it. Go ahead. So that's interesting. They have very strong energy, so they've distracted me from the very beginning by standing over in the corner. And so it's like trying to do other things with you, and I'm like, okay, we got you. We understand what's going on over here.
Okay.
You know, and then another thing I'm seeing is a musical instrument. So, like, it looks like a guitar, but I don't think it's a guitar. It's rounder, like not a banjo or like
a mandolin.
Yes.
I used to play mandolin when I was a kid, but if you give me a mandolin now, I don't know anything.
But did anybody in your family play?
No. Well, my father and all his brothers were musicians.
Okay.
Empiric,
Okay, so that's another brother then.
Yes.
That's with him showing me a musical instrument.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know exactly which one play what, but
I don't know either. I just
Yeah.
see brothers.
yeah,
Because
but
they all look alike and they're telling me they're brothers.
yes,
And they're, what they said earlier when I said to you, I said a band of brothers. So were there two that were in a band?
they didn't have like a band.
Would they call themselves like a band of brothers? I think there's two of them that maybe he sang. Maybe one sang and one played an instrument.
Yeah, all of them sang it because they were born from a family that had a lot of a background of evangelic Christians, So all of them used to play keyboards, organ, piano.
There we go.
Accordion.
Okay. In church or?
In church.
Wonderful.
And sing in church.
Okay. So
very talented, all of them. They never went to school.
Right.
But they had that gift. They really had the gift. Like the family of my dad.
They're right.
They were gifted. They were not like, regular on music. They were really outstanding. And my dad had incredible talent as an artist. He never, he
said he had a good voice too, though.
He had a good voice.
That's what he's saying.
But he had more, he would perform more like in the piano, the organ, and he was extremely talented. And just by listening a melody, he could memorize it and replicate. Yeah, incredible ear. Yeah.
But anyways, I know I said it. I'm going to repeat myself because he's saying it. And he said he does have a good voice too, though.
Oh,
I'm just telling you.
Yes, no.
Okay,
he had, but yes. He was never a singer, but
right,
he
but
had.
he wanted, right.
Yeah.
It's
for me to know.
Yes, because it got repeated. And like I tell people, when things repeat, it means I repeat and then I say them again. So, but that's like fascinating that you have that. I mean, now I see like your full artistic background and where, you have such a beautiful family and like all the things that you could do and all the things that you're going to do. Yeah. I'm excited to see, and you are going to let me know when you get offered the part of the dancer person.
Yeah, the dancer. It's
maybe she's on stage. She's an actress, dancers. You know what I mean? Like on an olden date, like a singer on the theater or the dances.
I have an idea of what you're saying, but I don't have the project yet. But I know what you mean.
But that's the best part, because then when you get it, then you call me and then you come back and then you talk to me about it.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to, because it sounds like a flamenco dancer for me.
Yeah.
If what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and it's something that hasn't happened yet. So that's the fun part. Because it's boring if I tell you things that have already happened. You're like, I already know that. It's already happened.
Yes. No, but it's not boring. It's always interesting.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's just been great getting to know you, and I look forward to having you back and hearing more of your stories and what evolves from here. Yeah.
It was great for me to be here. I was very happy, and it was like really interesting to see how we connect with energy, and all these things.
And how we immediately connect with good energy, right?
Yes, totally. Yes. Yeah. Right. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Our episode was brought to you by Libra Lash and Lip.